California. Going to work. On the road, Coleman with the carry, and on first down, Coleman out near the 30-yard line. Joe will take snaps. In the Wildcat, fakes the give. Coleman on the keep, and Coleman to the 40-yard line. Picks up 3. The ball bobbled and then came out.
Michigan, you talk about their problems on offense. They've had problems getting the ball on defense. He might have been down there.
Diamont. Nobody open. Diamont in trouble. And it's incomplete. Dangerous throw by Conservative. On third down and 10, there it is. The handoff to Coleman, and Tevin Coleman out to the 45-yard line. Rivalry developing already between those two squads. Tevin Coleman kind of tripped out of his first break down to the 27-yard line as the ball popped loose, and it's going to be Michigan football. That ball came out and was recovered by Brian Monet.
Couldn't buy a turnover. They got to hold on to the ball offensively, and defensively they got to fly around, and you can see that ball was clearly out. And number 90, man, he went after that big time.
Just the third fumble recovery this season for Michigan. But remember, all of those have occurred in the last 2 games. Michigan State, they recovered 2 fumbles and now 1 here today.
And you talk about field position, you got to come away.
Tevin Coleman has returned and is in the Wildcat formation. And Coleman will keep it on first down. Coleman into the secondary. Breaking tackles, and Tevin Coleman.
Well, that's why you got to get this guy back in the game, because if there's one guy, you only had 32 yards.
Boudreaux in now at quarterback, and Coleman with the carry from Boudreaux, and no gain on the play. Stacked up by 15 at the 37. Motion from Roberts, and the give the other way to Coleman. Coleman got a block, and he got back to the original line of scrimmage. 12-yard line. Diamont back in, and he gives to Coleman. Tevin Coleman finding no room at all. A loss of it. Big snap on second down. Coleman trying to pick his way forward, and Tevin Coleman down to the 9-yard. And they go Wildcat once more. Coleman fakes the give, flips it back to Diamont, and Diamant's going to run it. Diamont met and dropped. 28-yard line. Here's Coleman. And Tevin Coleman out to the 34-yard line. On third down, Tevin Coleman driving past Bolden and gets the first down.
Right there, because you can see it right here. He's taking it downhill. He's met right in the hole by Bolden, and they're playing pretty hard.
On first down, Diamont to the air, and a good completion just shy of midfield.
Made the completion.
Pacing quickly, 2nd and 2. Coleman breaking tackles with a first down into Michigan territory.
And that's where they like to run Coleman, right up the middle.
Up the middle again with Tevin Coleman trying to back his way forward, and Coleman pushing ahead to the 37-yard line. Tevin Coleman fighting forward for 3.5. Here's Coleman once more, and Coleman a yard to the 25-yard line.
Well, in all fairness to Indiana, with their quarterback problems, and that.
Diamont gonna run. Diamont trouble. The ball's out. It was stripped out of his hands as he ran by at the 20-yard line, and it's Michigan football. Illinois State unbeaten and ranked number 6 in the nation is Tevin Coleman going to work, and Coleman gets out to the 40-yard line. At the 40-yard line, the young quarterback collides with his running back Tevin Coleman, and Coleman able to burrow forward for a pair to the 42-yard line. Again, right up the middle, nothing there. Michigan driving back again.
Right here, that's a big fella. He ripping the ball out of there. Forward progress was stopped, and just so they'll probably play honest now.
There's Coleman banging forward, and Tevin Coleman inside the 30, down to the 29. First down carry for Coleman. And Tevin Coleman from the 29 to the 26 gets 2nd and 7. Coleman again, trouble in the backfield, and Ryan drops it. And 8 at the 27-yard line. Coleman again, up the middle. Coleman with a first down and at the 16-yard line. And now Coleman will lead. leave no doubt and go over 100 down to the 12-yard line. Early took him out for several series. 2nd and 6 at the 12. In the backfield, the penetration. The star. Tevin Coleman on 1st down, and Coleman to the 30-yard line. They've been a run-dominated team this year, but not that much run. They've been able to throw the ball, losing Sudfeld. And on 3rd down, Tevin Coleman slips as he makes his cut, and Coleman able to fight back near the line of scrimmage.